Following up with my previous sessions for beginners and response shown, I am here to throw a light on the two major types of an electronic circuit which you may be aware of but not clear with it. We even use them in our day-to-day life. Electronics is broadly classified into two types, analog and digital, depending upon the types of the signal we use to drive the circuit or carry the data from one device to another. Meanwhile, I brief you about these two types of signal. Analog signal. It is also known as alternating signal, represented by a sine wave. Its magnitude continuously varies with respect to time for every small time interval as we reach up to the maximum value. Analog signals have positive and negative value. Analog signals are not immune to noise, that is, they are corrupted due to noise. Noise is an unwanted signal. Bandwidth of the analog signal is low. Transmission speed is low in analog signals. Hence, the speed is slow. Analog signals are not secure. Examples are audio signal, that is human voice, video signal. Next, the digital signal. A digital signal is a non-continuous signal with respect to time, discrete in nature, represented by a square wave, not alternating, has a constant value high and low. High represents plus 5 volt, denoted by 1 in binary form, and low stands for 0 volt, denoted by 0 in binary form. Digital signals have positive value. Digital signals are immune to noise. Bandwidth of digital signals are high. Data transfer rate is fast, hence the speed is high. Digital signals are secured as compared to analog signal. Examples are digital phones, digital camera. Two main parameters which defines the characteristics of the signal. One is the peak-to-peak height known as amplitude and voltage in electronic terms. It is denoted by V. Horizontal distance between two successive waves is called as lambda wavelength, denoted by time period T. Reciprocal of time is frequency measured in hertz. Defined as 1 cycle per second. Phase is also one of the important parameters which represents the angle with respect to time. All the signals around the nature is in analog form. Signals are to be processed for further use by analog systems. Analog systems uses continuous varying signal. They consume more power. They are economical. Analog system originally records the change with the help of device called sensors or transducer, which measures the physical change in the parameters like motion, sound, light or temperature, etc., and gives electrical output, that is voltage or current. The output of the sensor is then given to a signal conditioning circuit, which is made up of either amplifier, limiter or a filter circuit. A limiter circuit is a circuit which generates limited output voltage, built using semiconductor devices like diodes, op-amp along with resistors. The next circuit is the amplifier. Amplifier is used to increase the magnitude of the input signal, that is to boost up the input at the output. Is made up of semiconductor devices like BJT, bipolar junction transistor, FET, field effect transistor, along with resistor and capacitor. The next circuit is the filter circuit. A filter circuit is a circuit which selects a single frequency at the output or a required frequency. Is made up of resistor capacitor or inductor capacitor along with or without operational amplifier. The signal conditioning circuit is used to condition the output, in the sense to bring the output of the sensor to required level. The output of the signal conditioning circuit is then applied to a analog to digital converter, which converts the analog signal into digital for the processor to process. The processor understands the binary language of ones and zeros and processes the output of the ADC. The processed output is then given to a digital to analog converter, which converts the digital output to analog form, that is original form, to be displayed, stored or used up by the user. Examples of analog systems are communication system, then biomedical instruments like ECG, EMG. Power supply is also one of the major analog circuit which is used by all the electronic circuits. To proceed further, we see the digital system. Digital system uses discrete signal for on-off representation in binary form. Basically, first they convert the analog signal in digital form and store it in bits, that is binary digit in 1 and 0 form. Logic gates are used to build the digital system which performs logical operations like ORing, ANDing and XORing along with negation. Digital systems are broadly classified into two types: combinational circuits and sequential circuits. Combinational circuits are the circuits whose output depends on the present inputs in the form of 1 and 0. They do not have storage capacity. They are not used as a memory device. They are used for low-level digital circuits. Examples are multiplexers, demultiplexers, encoders, decoders, adders, subtractors. Adder and subtractor are used in ALU arithmetic logic unit. The next circuit is the sequential circuit. Output of this circuit depends on the present state as well as the previous state. Hence, they store the data. They are used as memory devices. They are used in high-level digital circuits. Shift registers are used in the processors to store the data which is internal to the processor. Counters are used to measure the time and the frequency in the processor. Examples of digital systems are microprocessor, digital clock, mobile phones, microcontrollers. With this, I conclude my session. I hope you have got a broad idea about the two types of electronic system. Any query you have, you can put it in the comment box.